Jet, Oklahoma, population 225, home of the Great Salt Plains, wheat and cattle operations, and the Castle family. A picture of consistent sustainability through 4 generations of farming. This is Kent Castle and Colton Castle.
Actually, my grandfather started farming, and this house here is what they built when they kind of moved here. A little further south of here, but they were still here in Oklahoma. And they began farming on this land. I think they just farmed mainly wheat and cows. And of course, like any old farm back in them days, they had a little variety. I think they probably had a couple of milk cows and some chickens and things like that. And then when I graduated from college, I came back and we began to expand even more to try to support more of our family living off the farm. And then Colton, he came back in around 2010, and we just continue to expand our cow herd, and we begin like trying different crops and things like that as well.
With 4 generations of family working together, we asked how that transition of the family farm works.
It might not be for everyone, but it's worked out for our family real well. I've always got along with my dad, and I mean, even if I didn't necessarily agree, I always felt like, well, what do I know? I'm younger. He's been here longer, so I've kind of, listened to him a lot when I was younger. And then the older I get, I've noticed my father, giving more responsibility over to me and having to make the decisions myself. And I'm sure it'll be the same way with my son. So he brings up some ideas that makes me think, well, maybe that's something to think about. I don't just automatically dismiss it. I do think about it. And
thinks about it.
Being diverse is an ever-important aspect in today's agricultural industry. We talked to Colton a little bit about how he has turned the old farmhouse and the land into an opportunity to add value to the farm.
I have a hunting business now, and that's I'm really pushing for the hunting business because we got a lot of land around here and stuff, and trying to add something else to the farm, not just strictly farming everything.
We then brought up technology and asked Kent how he has seen it change over his lifetime, as well as its importance to their operation.
I've even heard my dad talk about how wonderful it was when they started using fertilizer. I mean, that was one thing we don't even think is technology really anymore. Everybody fertilizes, but no, they used to not.
Yeah.
And, just other things like just modern tractors with cabs that had air conditioners, like in the auto guidance on tractors and GPS and all, it's really come a long ways.
Our discussion on the transformation of technology throughout the years led to a similar discussion on how the definition of sustainability has changed over time.
When you're talking, sustainability, that's the big buzzword now. Then I wonder how they think that a farmer can still raise livestock that way when he's trying to feed all the masses of people that live in the cities. How they think their food gets to the supermarket so efficiently and on time, and it's always there for them, and all the shelves are full of food. If they raise it back like they used to raise it, their food wouldn't be there like that. Maybe 25-30% of the people still were in agriculture back then, and now there's like 2% or less of the people are actually producing agriculture. So I mean, something's got to give. Sustainability has to change for every unit we put in, whether it be every unit of fertilizer, every pound of feed, or whatever, every gallon of water, we get more productivity out of it. And that sustainability, to me, also has to be economical. I mean, you can want all the regulations in the world to try to help, and we're all for not polluting the water or the soil or not doing any kind of damage for the future generation. And if we get the economical cost where it's not economical to raise food in this country with these standards, it's not sustainable either.
By the end of our discussion, it was obvious the Castles feel they have a duty to continue the family farm, but also have a passion for agriculture. They feel the need to keep a sustainable operation and play a valuable role in feeding the ever-growing population.
But it's a duty, but at the same time, it's something we really want to do anyway. And we're really attached to our farm and the land, because we've grown up with it our whole lives. I've grown up with certain fields. I've farm growing up as a kid, and I still do, and I know every, square inch of this place. I grew up here, and I'm happy being here, and I guess that's what it takes, because some people would come here and think, we're out in the middle of nowhere, how can you stand to live here? But we enjoy it, we like it, and it's only an hour and a half drive, and we're in Stillwater, Oklahoma, on the tailgating before the football games, and we enjoy that too.